Welcome to the Morning Mayhem Show with the morning crew, Tom and Mama Manny.
And your host, Jim Amato.
Good morning, Woodland, and welcome to today, February 8th. It is a Tuesday, and it is an A day. Nailed it.
Oh, you got it.
I did it. I always get Tuesdays wrong, but no, today I managed to get it correctly. Maybe that's because we're joined by special guests, Senior Class President and Junior Class President Alyssa Gillies and Eric Meade, respectfully. Don't forget that we have a lot going on this week. There's a lot of after-school activity. There's a play at the end of the week. There's a bunch. And don't forget that this morning the Woodland Media Center is closed. There's a meeting in there, so do not stop by there. Wait until after that. There's a WRHS TV Hulk Productions meeting today at 2:05 in room 219. So if you're in the Hawk Productions, make sure that you're there after school at 2:05. And congratulations to our 2022 Woodland Valedictorian and Salutatorian. Colin Slavin, Valedictorian, and Lucinda Felix, Salutatorian. Woot, woot, as they say. Well, I don't even know if they say that anymore. I don't know. I'm going to go with that. Is that
Go Hawks?
That's still a thing? Yeah. Oh, good. All right. And it is National School Counseling Week. So everybody that's all in for the students, they're there to help you. Mrs. Murdy, Mrs. Papp, Mrs. Tessier, Mr. Dandelsky, Mr. Stibe, and thank them for all that they do. So swing by during their busy schedule all day and just say hi. So I think 600 of you should take the time during this week to say thank you.
Not all at once.
Not all at once.
Oh, I think they should go all at once. That'd be perfect.
We'll ambush them.
Yeah.
There you go.
And congratulations to Amanda Middleton on her performance with the Connecticut Southern Regional Orchestra.
Woohoo!
All right.
CMEA.
Yeah, that's news.
Very good.
For her trombone.
Very good. Take a look at the slideshow there. You can see a picture of her with that. And also congratulations to Woodland's 2022 CIAC Scholar Athletes, Colin Slavin. That name keeps popping up. And Isa Mejas. Congratulations.
Yay!
A lot of leadership awards going on there. I think there was also the CAB leadership, CABE, and the SCASA.
SCAS.
Well, you're good.
SCASA awards. There's a lot going on. And don't forget this weekend, it's Friday, February 11th, and Saturday, February 12th at 7 p.m. The one-act play that goes wrong. A lot to take in there. A lot of excitement. 2 years in the making, really, to get some live action play back in there. If you're looking for tickets, you can call 203-881-5551. That is our box office ticket number. It's also the main line of the building. So I'm assuming Miss Ridzik will answer the phone. You can ask her any questions. I'm sure she'll be pleased with that. And it is time for a creativity afternoon. So on February 17th, go to the Media Center after school for a creativity afternoon. If you don't know what that is, then stop by February 17th after school. I don't know exactly what day that is. If today is the 8th, it's the 15th. That's a Thursday. Thursday? Yeah.
Look at you doing math
I did math
Tuesday.
in my head.
On a Tuesday.
Yeah, I got lots of sleep last night, so Tuesday wasn't as bad as it normally is. Don't forget, if there's someone that you like or someone you're thinking about liking or a body that you're like, hey, I think I'm going to buy them a carnation, Valentine's Day flower sale. Support the class of 2025. It's only $3 and send a message of love and fancy. And the WRSG presents their canned food drive starting on Valentine's Day. So get your Valentine's gift, a nice can of food. Bring those non-perishable food items to advisory. The donations will go to St. Vincent de Paul Shelter. And one item equals 1 spirit point towards the class. Now, we talked a little bit about this yesterday. The spirit shovel is going to count for points.
So it just so happens that we actually not only have the junior class president here, but one of the other hats she wears is as the chair of the spirit committee for student government. So I'm sure she could definitely talk more about the year-long competition in both advisories and classes that student government's been running.
Well, let's just jump right in there right now and just go a little bit on that. Alyssa's Gillies, go.
So the year-long spirit activities, it's not going to end up with a shovel as the prize, as like the normal Spirit Week usually does. It's going to be something else. We're still trying to decide because what can top the shovel.
Really, it is hard. That's a
spade, pickaxe,
yeah.
backhoe. Backhoe.
Diamonds,
Yeah,
spades,
Well,
Backhoes.
hearts.
hearts.
Diggers.
It's been a big debate trying to find out what could be better than a shovel. But yeah, it's going to end up as a prize at the end of the year, and everything that we've been doing is going to go towards it, as well as the advisory awards that Mr. Tomlin was talking about, which is this project that we passed last year, where it's going to be kind of like the full run Spirit Week, except it's off of other data. So like, your averages and how much you participate in our activities, such as the canned food drive. They're going to be running something where, depending on how much you bring in, that's how many Spirit points you can get, like advisory wise, and that'll bring you up. And then at the end of the year, there's like advisory of the year, like that sort of thing.
so like the Hogwarts Cup.
Yeah.
So everybody has their own house. That's kind of
Each
cool.
class.
Or like the Stanley Cup, and eventually we'll just keep having to add another ring to the bottom because we've done that. I can get behind that.
We
Or
already-
hold it up over my head.
We always talked about putting the years on the shovel or doing something on the
Yeah.
shovel. So maybe we'll do all of it.
All
That's
right.
cool. That's
There you
really
go.
cool.
And that's leadership right there. And we'll get into that a little later. All right. And tomorrow we talk about no, tomorrow we still have the
Presidents.
underclassmen
Yeah, more
presidents on.
presidents.
Then on Thursday,
More presidents.
we have the new debate team coming in and talking to us about what debate club is. So what's the first rule of debate club? Always talk.
I thought it was
Just period.
I thought it was don't hate it, just debate it.
Don't hate it, just debate it.
That's the slogan.
Isn't that the
Today-
first rule then?
Today is the first, or today's
So
the last
confusing.
day. Today's the last day of the Deck of Feedback peanut butter and jelly drive. So if you have peanut butter and jelly, bring that in today. Otherwise, those seniors aren't going to get their Dunkin' party. Woodland Student Book Club is Wednesday, February 24th. I don't believe you have to have read the book, or do you have to read the book before you go?
You're supposed to have at least started it
So start reading Dear Evan Hansen.
because they want to go see the play too.
Definitely. So if you're going to be involved, make sure that you read. And don't forget to listen to us every morning at 7:15 a.m. ish. Time now for the news. T-minus 60 with Tomlin.
Morning, a couple top stories Saturday. First off, President Macron, president of France, is spending the day in Ukraine. Yesterday, he met with Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin promised that within a month he'll be pulling his Russian soldiers out of Belarus because they've been there practicing, and they've agreed that there will be no fighting for now.
For now.
All right. China locks down another city as Omicron variant surges. China's ordering inhabitants of the southern city of Bays to stay home and suspend transportation links amid a surge of COVID-19 cases, at least partially linked to the Omicron variant. There's been 135 confirmed cases, and 2 of them are Omicron. The city becomes the latest to be placed under lockdown. All right. It's being reported that 31 million Americans are set to place a bet on the Super Bowl, new gambling group estimates. So, the American Gaming Association forecasts that $7.6 billion will be waged on pro football on this upcoming Sunday, with a brand new record of 31.5 million Americans placing bets. You can bet on just about everything from the coin toss to if there will be a problem during the halftime show. It is insane what you can bet on.
Taking all those side bets. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then, so Sunday was announced that the Queen wished that Camilla, if the Queen ever chooses to die, that Camilla be known as the Queen Consort. It has been announced today what she will wear. So if and when the Queen chooses to ever pass away and her son Charles becomes king, then Camilla will be wearing the priceless diamond crown. She's been wearing, please hold, the same crown that Queen Elizabeth's mother wore at Queen Elizabeth's father's coronation.
That's a
The Queen
long
Mother's crown. It's
that's a hard line to follow.
2,800 diamonds with a 105 carat diamond in the center. So yes,
Huh.
it'd be a traditional family crown, because we all have traditional family crowns.
Yes.
And then shocking Star Wars news, Disney Plus has greenlit Star Wars Andor for a second season, even though Andor has not had its first season
I
yet.
said, wait a minute. We haven't even seen the first
They've
one.
already greenlit a second season, which is set to begin filming later on this year.
All right.
So regardless if the show works or not, we'll get 2 seasons of it.
Can't be happier. Well, I suppose I can, but. And that's news T-minus 60 with Tomlin. Over to the sports desk with Mama Manning.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. No scores to report. We have 3 games today. We have girls basketball versus Ansonia home at 6:30. Boys basketball away at Ansonia, 6:30. We have boys swim and dive home against Holy Cross at 4. And congratulations to the girls dance team
Indeed.
for winning NVLs. Yay!
You can hit that.
I never remember which one it is.
It's okay. Just
Lower
hit them
left.
all.
Lower left. Everybody claps.
Just
Yeah.
hit them all. Everyone will love it.
Hit them all. All right. And I know indoor track, boys and girls are practicing because they have states this Saturday. So good luck
Ooh.
to all our athletes.
All right. And that's the sports with Mama Manning. This morning, our guests are Alyssa Gillies and Eric Meade, presidents for the class of 2023 and 2022, respectively. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. So we know that we're about halfway through, a little bit more than halfway through. We've started the second semester, and you're going to have some exit strategies, Eric, and what your class is going to be doing. And you're going to be looking ahead, Alyssa, at how you're going to take over the next reins or set your class up to be in that position. So what are some of the things you have for the back half of this year?
All right. At the end of the year, we're planning on doing a sort of like class bonding activity. We want to have like a cookout sort of thing. And we're doing more fundraisers around Easter time. We're going to be selling like the pastries, the cookies, like pies, anything your family would normally want around Easter time. So we have a couple of fundraisers, a class bonding activity. But other than that, we're kind of set in stone. We're planning for next year. We have some meetings scheduled. So we're going pretty good right now.
Is there a way for other students to get involved in some of the class officer activities? Are the meetings open? Or are they closed session?
They're usually closed session just between us because, we have to plan things and I don't know, it's not like Spirit Week, that sort of thing where we had to decorate the hallways. We usually allow more people to join in and be like, we want their feedback. We want to know like how they can help us, that sort of thing. But like class bonding activities, fundraisers, we kind of keep towards ourselves and then announce it to the class, get feedback from them, opposed to just having it right away.
All right. Eric.
All right. So we're winding down pretty much. We're doing all the end of the year, end of high school stuff. So looking at prom, we're doing a lot of prom stuff. We're actually going to visit, the class officers and I were going to visit the venue tomorrow, the Waterview in Monroe.
Very nice place.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm very
You're
excited.
going to take the big window one?
I have no
runs up.
clue. I don't know what
All
they're going to give us.
right.
Whatever you asked for. Whatever you asked for.
Yeah.
So that's tomorrow. We're doing prom committee meetings. So anyone can come to those.
And when are those?
Those are the 3rd and 4th Thursday of every month.
Okay.
Until we get to the 4th Thursday of May, because that's prom, or that's the day before prom. Everything will be done.
He says with confidence.
Yeah, no,
I know.
Let's see if that holds up. I've seen other proms go on, and you heard it here that the prom will be all set the day before prom. Nothing to do on the day of prom.
love it.
I can almost promise. I want to promise. And then class gift. We're looking for class gift ideas.
Lotto tickets. Lots
So-
of lotto tickets.
So we're class trip. We're trying to pick a day. We already know we're going to Six Flags. The class voted on that. So we're trying to pick a day that works for everyone in between sports. And just some other stuff. We're trying to figure out if we want to do a final fundraiser or two, anything like that. But yeah, we're just winding down.
That list went on a little farther along than something that's winding down.
Really?
If that's how the senior class winds down to finish it, that is definitely not senioritis. And that puts it gives you a great standard to live up to for the juniors to be like, we can't go just with one event. We got to get some stuff going on this back half of the year. That's good leadership that way.
Thanks,
Thank
Eric.
you.
All right. So do you have any plans for after college? Where are you going with your presidency? Are you thinking of doing some of that as you move into college?
Running for president.
Yeah. Or running for student government or being involved somehow.
Yeah, I
Taking
really
over the world.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed being part of student government here, class council here. So if the opportunity presents itself in college, I'd love to. That's the plan right now.
All right.
So what advice do you guys have for the freshman and the sophomore presidents coming in tomorrow? Ending our 4 years, ending 3 years, hopefully serving a 4th year.
Are you running for a 4th?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Good for you.
So what advice do you guys have to leave these up and coming presidents?
2 things. Always ask your class for the big stuff. Like always get their input.
Yeah.
Because
Spoken like a politician. Make the constituents happy.
You never want to make big decisions by yourself without asking everyone, just in case they're not all behind it, and then you're stuck either having to go back on your word, and you look for lack of a better word, silly, or you have to stick with the bad decision and everyone hates it. And just make sure you're always doing stuff, because you don't want to just be doing nothing. Your class will be disappointed, wondering why they elected you.
And there's only that one person to blame, even though some of them didn't get involved at all, but you become the marked man.
All right. Have a list of things you want to do at the beginning of the year. Like, you have summer, you have like 2 months to just jot little things down that pop into your brain. Have a list of, I did 12, just like 12 fundraisers you could do, just in case like half of them don't work out. If you have a list of fundraisers, then you're not scrambling to figure out, how do I get money for prom? How do I get money for this? How do I, if you have your list set in stone at the beginning of the year, then you could just add to it or scratch off. Like, there's no loss behind that. And same with class bonding activities. Have a list of things you want to do. Don't just show up and be like, well, what are we going to do?
Yeah, that's good. Great advice. We got organization and involvement, making sure everybody stays on tap. And you can hear more of that in our new presidential podcast that we're going to have, the Presidential Party Podcast. We're going to record our first one this afternoon, and Alyssa and Eric will be joining us then too, along with the rest of the presidential council in the building. So if you're looking for more presidential activities, make sure you catch that when that pops up. But otherwise, thank you both for coming in. Give us a little information on your classes. And on behalf of the show, thank you for listening. And don't forget, as always, she's Mama Manning. He's Tomlin. I'm Amato. Good morning, Woodland.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Morning Mayhem podcast. Morning Mayhem is broadcast live from Woodland Regional High School in Beacon Falls, Connecticut, each and every school day. Follow us on Spotify, Anchor FM, or wherever you find your latest podcasts. And for more information on the show, upcoming guests, and past episodes, visit our show website, morningmayhem.show.